You believe in ghosts?
Michelle, it's a nice surprise to see you back. Maybe not a complete surprise for people who saw the very end of Fast Five. How much of a surprise was it for you to be back?
Oh, well, it was a huge surprise for me. Just didn't think that the studio was receptive to the idea, but I guess they were, obviously, because I'm here. So it's cool.
And were you aware of the big sort of like grassroots campaign to bring Letty back, and how many fans were
Vin
like,
kept me
clamoring
in
for
tune.
this?
He kept me posted with the process for sure.
What did you think of that? I mean, did you have any inkling of that kind of sort of support for your character?
Well, you know, it's crazy, but I think it has a lot to do, I think, with the energy that me and Vin have together. It's kind of like we come from the same kind of type of background, that street urban kind of credibility. And, you know, it's just rare. You just can't really find that with anybody else. It's like, even if I tried to find that with somebody else, it'd be tough for me to find that synchronicity with someone. Right. So I think that the audience kind of understands that, gets it, and I'm glad, because we work well together.
The only one that knows about Letty is Hobbs at this point. And the law, essentially, and our team, a team of outlaws, has no idea that there's the possibility that one of their own is alive.
Well, it's good that you mention her, because this was a character who we all thought we'd maybe seen the last of, and I understand there was a lot of fan kind of interest and pressure in getting her back in. So just wondering what you made of all that, and how easy it was then to bring Michelle back into the kind of Fast family.
It took a couple of films, and it took a couple of successes. Success usually, if you are a part of a success, or if you can help a studio to make a success, you're usually in a better position to hold the reins to the story or affect the reins of the story. It was something that was thought of from the very beginning. This trilogy that we're in the third film of, if you think of Fast and Furious as two trilogies so far, from the very beginning when I did the Fast 4, respectively, the idea was Fast 4 would play out like that. Fast 5 would deal with the residual of taking Dom out of that prison bus. And Fast 6 would deal with the fact that nobody ever saw Letty die in 4. So it was somewhat designed even that many films back. And I think it was a matter of the studio feeling confident that it would be a successful franchise long after it should have been dead and gone.
Maybe the Letty we once knew is gone.
You don't turn your back on them, even when they do.
Let's just say she's on the wrong side of the tracks. And ultimately, the entire franchise is on the wrong side of the tracks, you know, because that's where they come from. But this is a little bit more hardcore. It's like she's dealing with some cats that take it to a whole other level.
Okay.
I'm damage control for that team, that specific team that I'm rolling with right now.
Okay.
So like when hits the fan, I pop up out of nowhere and try to, you know, protect what we're doing.
Okay.
Other than that, you're gonna see some pretty awesome girl fights.
We just saw a little bit about earlier, you and Gina Carano. Now, you've done some pretty tough action roles in the past, but I don't know if you ever come up against someone who in real life
Absolutely
is as hardcore.
I'm not gonna deny it. I know where you're going with that.
So how's that been?
You're right.
Knowing that, I mean, obviously it's, you know, it's movie fighting, but how's it been working with
I
that,
freaking
Gina?
love it. I love it. There aren't enough girl fights for me in the world, and I think that there need to be a lot more incredible ones. So I'm all about it. Bring it.
Well, with Gina, we needed to find a formidable opponent for Letty. We knew that we couldn't go back and compete with the Dom Hobbs fight of 5, and to add a different spin to that and to play off of the cliffhanger at the end of 5, I think when people see the cliffhanger at the end of 5, they imagine that there's going to be some kind of challenge or rival to Letty in this picture. So we wanted to live up to that. And in doing so, Soderbergh just worked with Gina, and she has a real sense of credibility when it comes to fighting. She's deadly. And I think we knew that we could get a lot of fire by putting our iconic Letty up against Gina. Luke Evans, I think Luke Evans could be the next James Bond. In fact, I would make a prediction that Luke Evans will be the next James Bond.
Okay, you heard it here.
You heard it not here, you heard it from Diesel.
Yeah, not
Just
here.
for the record. And you know what?